Hello, I'm Susan Penhaligon and I'm patron of Home-Start Hounslow. Home-Start trains volunteers to give help and practical support by visiting the family once or twice a week to provide a shoulder to lean on or cry on. The great benefit of Home-Start is that the help comes at the early stages before problems get out of hand and children are affected. I'm off to meet Hugh Picton, who's chairman of Home-Start Hounslow. So Hugh, tell me about Home-Start.
Well, Home-Start is an independent charity that looks after families and gives support for families who have children under the age of 5 who are under some kind of stress, and we go in to give them support in the home and help them to avoid going into crisis.
So what sort of issues do the families have?
Well, there are a wide number of issues that our families experience. For example, some are living in isolation, others are single-parent families, whether it be male or female, multiple births, bereavement, mental health issues, all of these kinds of things. Our volunteers are trained to go in and just provide support for.
So Home-Start, I suppose, in helping the mother who's under stress, helps her to become a better parent.
Yes, you're helping people to set out on the road of life without having to drift into the kinds of areas where a toddler becomes a problem child, who then becomes an even bigger problem teenager, who ends up being a very big problem adult.
And do you get funding?
Well, we do get some funding, but as an independent body, we have to generate our own funds, and nothing is set in stone, and therefore we spend our lives seeking funding here, there and everywhere.
Thank you, Hugh.
Thank you.
I'm going to see Anika, a young mum who has 3 children under the age of 3. Hello, I'm Susan.
Hi.
And you are?
Anika?
Anika.
Anika, yes.
Anika, what a great name.
Yes.
So you were here on your own?
Yes. I don't have any relative in this country apart of my husband and my kids.
So no relatives, no one to come in and...
No. To be honest, it was very difficult.
Very difficult.
Yeah, because sometimes I couldn't cope myself.
My goodness, so it was like full-time inside with 3 children?
Yes. Sometimes you just feel like you don't know what to do. You just look at them and they will cry. You just look at them.
Did you get depressed?
The first time when I had them, I was admitted for like 1 week in the hospital, because I wasn't really well by then. I spent like some time in the hospital. Then after that, I came back.
Margaret is a former teacher who retired early and became a volunteer for Home-Start. Hi, Margaret.
Hello there.
And Catherine.
Catherine.
Hello, Catherine.
You say hello.
How did you hear about Home-Start?
I heard about it through a friend of mine who'd retired a couple of years previously and started with Home-Start. When I finished teaching, I was teaching for about 30 years and decided I didn't want to anymore. Jenny suggested that perhaps I would like to come and do Home-Start volunteering as well. So I did.
It appealed to you?
Very much.
And what particular aspect of it? Was it because you heard that there were, women who were on their own and having to cope with
yes, I think so. I mean, you never quite forget, do you, what it's like to be a mum?
No,
and
never.
that sort of that isolated feeling that you can get even when you are surrounded by friends.
Yes, it's almost like we've lost the, the group thing, the village thing, the society where people, families stayed in groups. It's almost like we're reinventing that so that women have the support that they would have had if you had your whole family around you and you could pass the baby round.
Yes, yes, that's right.
Apparently there is a way that HomeStart tries to put the right person with the right family. And how did you get on when you first came here? I mean,
Well, I think we clicked straight away, really, didn't we?
Yes.
No, we got on really well straight away.
Catherine and Margaret, maybe they have something, I don't know, maybe some bond now. She really like, she likes really Margaret. I just feel like I have the parents in London at the moment.
Yes, you have your family. What you lose from
Lily, she has been amazing, to be honest. And I have no good word to tell her thank you. I don't know which word I can use to say, to know that we really appreciate what she did for us. Yeah.
I've met up with some of the people that HomeStart have helped. This lady doesn't want to be identified, but at the time that HomeStart intervened, she was living in a hostel. How did you hear about HomeStart?
Well, I was in a refuge at the time and I was having a bit of a hard time, very lonely and isolated, and I did want to meet with someone able to offer some support for my daughter and myself. And the people in the refuge put me in touch with HomeStart.
And I mean, can you describe your life before HomeStart a bit more? I mean, you were obviously you were in a refuge, you were very lonely.
Yes, it was very difficult at the time because I had my family abroad. At the same time, obviously, due to the domestic violence I was having in my relationship, I had to flee my house. Not only my house, all the people I had known up until then, all my friends, all the area I was living in, that was known to me, all my belongings, everything, with my little daughter at the time. She was very young. So it was a very difficult situation. The refuge as well, they were helpful, but still something was missing.
Of course. And they helped you move out of the refuge as well? Have you moved out of the refuge?
Well, I did after a while.
Right.
But the support was practical and emotional at the same time.
Right.
They offer a place to go to every week. I could take my daughter and meet with other families that were there.
Yes.
For a chat for myself and opportunity
Make friends.
to have a coffee, definitely make friends. And it was very nice for my daughter as well to have a chance to play with other children because she was still too young to be going to school.
And now you're sort of more settled. You've made other friends, and your daughter's got friends, and so life is much happier for you.
Yes, things are better definitely now. Our life has improved. We are settled in our own house. And yes, my daughter now goes to school. She's older, she has new friends, and for me as well things are better. But I'll never forget how much they did for me and my daughter when we needed them.
So HomeStart changed your life?
It did change our lives, both my daughter and my own. Definitely made a big difference to us.
That's a wonderful thing to say about
Well, it's the
HomeStart.
truth. They really made a difference to our lives, so I'm very grateful, and I just hope that more people would come forward to be there for people like myself and my daughter.
Well, thank you for talking to us.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to say how HomeStart made the difference for us. Thank you.
I've been affected by these stories, and I hope that you are. And I hope that you can see what an important job HomeStart is doing, and perhaps find a way to contribute in any way that you can. Thank you.